Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, this is the way very possibly Donald Trump will get elected as next US president. Uh, in Pennsylvania, at one of his rallies, an assassination attempt occurred. A gunman, a guy armed with an AR-15, shot and wounded Donald Trump. I have here the video, and we're going to talk about who is that guy, what could be the consequences, and what's next, what's going to happen, and how will the system operatives or agents, as I call the media, the so-called mainstream media, how will they spin the whole thing? All right, so let's go to the video. Here is the video. So it's in Pennsylvania, and he's going to be hit in the upper part of his right ear.
A bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
All right, so that's basically what it was, but he's going to get up eventually, and he's going to walk down the, and this is very, very good. Look at him. Wounded over there. Doesn't care. He's the man. Right there. Wow. That's the guy. This is our guy. That is, I don't know. We're going to talk about Providence as well. So we're going to go this garbage. We're not going to go over this. So we have a very interesting picture right here. I love this picture. Right there. Now that's the guy. Now, isn't he lucky as hell? And the American flag over there. That's who made this picture, who took this picture. Unbelievable. This guy is wounded. This guy is... There we go. The guys are trying to protect him. The American flag over there. God bless America and no place else. Remember that comedy? So who is the shooter? The shooter is a 20-year-old person from Pennsylvania, and he used an AR-15 to shoot him from about 100 yards distance, at about 100 meters, 90 some meters, from the top of a barn. Now he is, according to these guys, because that's what they have to let us know, a Republican registered voter at 20, and he's white. I don't know if he's straight or not, but this is what's going to be the next spin on the media. Let me see. I have another article here ready for you. All right, here it is. This is the guy's name, who was a Donald Trump shooting suspect. Well, he got shot. He is dead. Other people were wounded during the fire exchange. And the FBI has named the man who shot Donald Trump as Thomas Matthew Crooks, a 20-year-old registered Republican from Pennsylvania. You have to know it was a registered Republican. That's the first point. Crooks was reportedly wearing a t-shirt bearing the emblem of a pro-gun YouTube channel when he was killed on Saturday by a Special Forces sniper after firing 3 shots at the former US president. One shot grazed Trump's ear, spraying blood across his face. A man sitting behind Trump was shot and died, and 2 other people were injured, so behind over there people. But in the video over there that I played, there's a guy over there standing like this. It's unbelievable. And it says that the FBI said that if it regarded Crook as carrying out an assassination attempt on former Donald Trump, and they went to his house, and all we know is this. He's a 20-year-old, so young. Um, I have a picture of him. Let me show you the picture. I don't like when these big people say, "Well, we should not advertise this." I'm not for advertising shit here. I am for telling who is who and what is what. So don't promote that. I'm not promoting that, but I want to know. And if I want to know, I want to know. All right, so I put this and I put in images. And this is what they give me on images. Right there. So this is the guy right here. This. Identified as server error. Okay, I don't want that. It's okay. We're going to do something else. There you go, motherfucker. And you always have to go buy these garbages. But anyway, here is the guy. Here's the Trump. Here's the guy. So if he was a Democrat or he was a independent, or he was a green and he was a blue or whatever, doesn't really matter. It was a guy who wanted to conduct an assassination attempt on another individual. That's a crime, obviously, and he got something in return. He knew that would be the outcome, obviously. So let's see the consequences. Trump obviously has his base of people who like his ideology, like some other people like his boldness, like we want to do this, we want to do, that's part of his charisma or determination, and that shows determination because he's not going to go with his tail between his legs, I guarantee you that. And some women might like his looks. I'm talking about his base, the people who liked him, not the people who don't. And for very other reasons, he pretends to be a Christian, so he appeals to that part of the equation, and so on. So that's part of the religion ideology, the political ideology, social ideology, or if you don't want an ideology, you can call it policy, and his charisma, his looks, and so on. Now, we have in the middle people who are not convinced of Trump, and they are in between, they don't know. And we have men, women, and different stripes in the society. I guarantee you that a lot of women after this will vote for Trump. Why? Because feelings. He is, oh my God, have you seen him? Wouldn't that, oh my God. All right, so, and not only that, a lot of people will get angry with this, even though these guys immediately put up, it was a Republican, so it was not the other side. All right, okay, that's the reality if you say so. But I caution you, we have to wait for about 2 more weeks, or maybe even more, I would say two weeks, to direct experience, when the media will start giving us more and more and more information. Right? So be careful. That happened in many instances when they would give you the first snapshot of a person's personality. If they support that person, he was a nice boy, choir boy, who was just in the wrong place, and the evil guy did this. Remember Zimmerman in Florida? And Trayvon Martin, he was his name, and so on. He was just a choir boy, just painting in the neighborhood. Not his neighborhood, but he was just looking around, and so on. And then after a while, you find out more about that. Or if you want, this guy who unfortunately was died in custody. Remember the last thing, garbage that happened. So, and then little by little, or if you want, those guys, what was his name, Matthew, whatever his name, at Lincoln Memorial. Oh my God, with the elder, the Native American, the Indian American who approached him, and he was challenging him, and the guy was just looking like him. Oh my God, we found out that was the guy, the high school kid was this, and then we found out it was none of that. He didn't approach the guy, the elder approached him, and so on. So that's why, give it some time. So what would be the spin of the media? For about, I would say, a day and a half, not even 2 days, the media will be compassionate about Trump and human beings in general. And they will say, oh my God, that was awful. Obviously, they can't celebrate, right? So they will say, oh my God, it was awful, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And after that 1 day and a half, they will start saying, well, see, weapons. Let's ban weapons. That's another evidence. Well, while we are at it, why don't we ban knives as well? I mean, crimes again occur with knives, or cars. I know stupid persons are running over their husbands or ex-husbands with cars. So we should ban that too. Oh, come on. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So the next one is going to be attack on the guns, obviously ownership. It's like people, guns kill. Yeah, in the hands of the wrong people. And that's how it seems like will always be, unless you're going to have a sterile society where no one will have guns. And that's impossible because that's a childish worldview. The criminals will get the guns. The law-abiding citizens will not have the guns. Can you prevent it? Well, it comes at the cost of our freedoms and liberties. I am for my freedom than on someone else banning and limiting my freedoms because of prevention. Remember, it could have done this, it could have happened that. These are suppositions and all that. We can't go by that because otherwise we will ban everything, like this little toilet paper for my poop mouth here. We ban it because that could be foiled like this, and while someone sleep, oh, you open it, you can kill someone with this, right? Pop, pop, and you kill. So toilet paper should be banned. So everything, if you want, could be used at, everything almost could be used at causing pain and so on. All right, that will be the gun. The second one, they will start at, and this is, I don't know exactly, they will start at far right. Now, this is tricky with the far right. I haven't seen yet anything about the far right and all this, and I'm suspecting that they will stay away from far right because they want to pin Trump together with the far right. So if this guy, they say he was far right, it's kind of, oh, far right doesn't like Trump. So they will not kind of pin that, but they have very Zelensky-Stein's smart people over there in the media that will come with a little mental gymnastics to make a connection between that guy far right and Trump together. Like, they're just crazy. Remember the guy in the 1930s and 40s? He was just pure crazy. That's it, man. Nothing. I mean, if you don't want to be to use your brain, you just say that guy's not mostly all evil. We don't understand. He's just crazy, madman. Okay, but he was still being able to eat and be functioning in a society, but he was just crazy. All right, so same here. So I'm waiting for the far right to be coming closer. As I said, the next one could be with the danger of the men, who are just angry. But the problem is this guy attacked the guys that these guys say that he's their defender. So maybe they will try to give us a spin of, these guys are unpredictable, see? They're just so crazy, and they destroy even the guy who's trying to help them to be evil together in a club. I mean, I'm just giving you a very rough, these guys are much smoother than I am in being weasels, intellectually weasels. That is, finding all kind of, and they find explanations based on feelings. Look at the mass media. They try to solicit feelings from you of guilt when they want you to do something, or feelings of empathy towards something that they will portray as being the victim, always the victim, perpetual victim. Therefore, and by the way, on top of that group or entity is the perpetual victim, the guilt is because of you. So you are disarmed right there. So these are the situations. Now, what's going to happen here? I think with Trump, with this situation, I think Trump should go at least 60% if we believe in the opinion polls. What did I say about Trump? I said it many times in private conversations, and I think maybe a few times here. I did not expect Trump, and I do not expect Trump to survive if he gets elected in office. I have two examples. We Americans have two examples where our elected officials, Woodrow Wilson and Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who died in office because they got some mini strokes after a dinner or something. And remember, if you look in history, a lot of times when the leaders were losing their lives were at the hands of their Secret Service. I'm not saying they will do that or not, but they work for someone, and on the paper for the president, in reality for whomever tells them what here. I said this many times. So I thought that Trump, and I predict, not predict, could happen that Trump will have a mini stroke in office if he gets there, or heart attack, or a little accident of something. I don't know. And we'll never find out what happened because the evidence will be sealed, like in the case of JFK. So I'm suspecting that could happen if these guys allow him to become eligible for election, to run. That's not certain yet. They try to pin him on the charges of insurrection, and if he gets charged and convicted under that article, insurrection, remember January 6th, okay, then he will be disqualified to run. Now, if he is a felon, or he is this and that, and many other issues, he will not be disqualified. He can run even from prison, and he will win from prison. We had, I think, 2 or 3 cases of people who ran from prison. All right, so here it is, my friends. I'm very happy that Donald Trump survived this. And now let's go to the Providence. Can you imagine now? And I gotta tell, 100 yards away with a rifle, and you miss by 6 inch. All right, 6 inch. That's Providence. You don't miss with that. I guarantee you that guy practiced many times. And but you know, there's other things that come into play. I don't know the speed of wind at that time, but still, at 100 yards or 90 meters, that should have been bam bam bim bim. But right here, actually in this one right here, I'm glad he survived. And Providence. Now you got more Christians, and not only who say maybe he's the chosen one. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.